In this video, we're going to explore a supine pec stretch. So you'll need a flat weight, maybe 2.5 or 5 pounds. I probably wouldn't go any heavier than that. You really don't need a lot of weight here. You're gonna come down to your back. I'm gonna show you from this angle, from my head. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. We're gonna take this arm out, or one arm out to the side. And we're looking for a stretch across the pec. So not quite at shoulder height. Try to go a little bit higher if you can, so we can be on that same angle of the way the fibers run for the pec and the pec minor. So you're gonna keep your hand out to the side, palm up. Your weight is going to be on top of your hand, just to keep it there. We're gonna take our other hand and find our left ribs. So I have my left arm out to the side, and my other hand is gonna find my left ribs. We're gonna stay here for a moment and just breathe. And I want you to try to push out all of that air, especially on that left side, those left back ribs. I wanna get really heavy here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, guide those front ribs down. Get a little heavier through those left side back ribs. I want those back ribs to be really heavy here. Now try to keep them down into the floor. Inhale again. Think wide from right to left, not pushing the ribs up towards the ceiling, but pushing the air out to the sides. Same soft exhale. Keep those left ribs down. I'm gonna bring your feet together and allow your legs to rotate to the right. I'm gonna have my left arm out, my legs are rotating to the right, but they're only gonna go as far as I can keep the back side of my left rib cage down on the floor. We're gonna breathe here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, try to get heavy through those left ribs. 2 more. Nice full complete exhale, getting those back ribs heavy. And you may notice that when I turn or let my legs move over to the right, my left knee actually appears that it's lower than my right knee, which is actually good. That's what we want. If you can kind of think that as well as be in this stretch, you're gonna pull this left adductor back. It's almost like you're trying to pull your knee directly back into the socket, and that should help assist with getting more weight into these left back ribs. And of course, the right side will just be the opposite way. Find an angle that works for you. If it's really too high, we're just not gonna hit the fibers in the right direction. So think kind of somewhere between shoulder height and all the way above overhead, so like a 45-degree angle, but you'll have to kind of play around with it to see what works for you. If you have any tingling or numbing in your hands, for sure we're going to change the angle a little bit until you feel a stretch, but you don't feel those tingles. You may also consider a lighter weight on your hand. Now when we rotate right, the same thing is going to happen, right? Hand on the right ribs, and we're going to let those legs rotate only as far as the back of the right rib cage stays on the ground. And of course we're going to breathe here. And nice soft exhale. And guiding those back ribs down, and then keeping that weight there so we can guide the air from right to left into the side and back of the rib cage on the inhale. Maybe even consider pulling this right knee back or that right adductor back into the socket. And I would start with maybe 3 to 5 sets of 5 breaths, maybe a little bit less just to get used to it. Do a little bit more on the side that feels a little tighter.